Welcome everyone. Welcome back to Photography Schoolhouse and tonight's presentation called Creative Camera Number 1. Now, a couple of you might remember we did Creative Camera Number 1 a couple of weeks ago, except something went wrong with the audio, which has taken us 2 weeks to fix, and basically that was not usable. So we're redoing it, but we're doing a different subject. We're not repeating the subject from 2 weeks ago, but a whole new plan. So the idea of the Creative Camera series is to help come up with things that push our photography forward. Ideas that we might not have a chance to do in studio when we're busy doing actual customers. So last week or 2 weeks ago, we had built a special wardrobe. We didn't do wardrobe today, but we are trying special lighting. Now, if camera 1 or one of the cameras can pan to the black curtain or can catch the black curtain, what happens there, during the day, we get beautiful available light that comes through those patio doors. You just couldn't be better. However, at this time of year, that's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 3. By 3, you're losing the light. So that's a small window for a professional studio to shoot with. We need to be able to shoot all day long or in the evenings. So how do we get that kind of light, that quality of light, using artificial lights? So what is it that makes window light so good? Why have photographers talked about it forever? Well, it's soft. And softness comes from diffusion and size. The bigger the source, the better you are. So what we've done, if we pan over to the other wall, so we have, and you probably, I don't know if you can see it or not through the curtains, we've got sheer material hanging here, but let me try and move this a little bit. Behind it is a 7-foot silver reflector. What if, Lori, can you grab that and pull it that way? Any luck? Yes. Okay. So a 7-foot silver reflector with an opaque diffusion cap on top of it. And right now it's set to full power. It doesn't need to be. It's just where I set it to begin this session. But full power is giving us like F8 or F11, which is more than ample. So it already is a soft source to begin with, and we're further softening it down by adding these shears in front of it, just like we put the shears on the wall. So this is our plan, to be able to reproduce the same excellent quality of light we get with natural window light in the studio at any time of day. So today we have our lovely model, Lori. You remember Lori? She's the one that fell off the table a few weeks ago. She's still chipper about it. So we're going to try and see what it's going to look like. If I find my camera. Here we go. So I'm going to start at F8. Oh, I didn't mention what camera can pick up the fill light. It's over there, camera 1. So over on Lori's right-hand side, the camera's left-hand side is a small 100 watt second, small softbox with a 100 watt second flash in it, just to add a little bit of fill. Now, and of course that's not working. So I'm going to just take a test shot to begin with. And it's pretty good. I'm going to look at the histogram. Histogram says it's okay. She's wearing a light pink bra, so there's actually no white in this photograph. And I'm concerned about potential burnout on the bright side, bright parts of her skin. So I'm going to actually cut this down to like F9. Try it again. So the light's very beautiful. And so I'm shooting at F9. It's hardly even kicking in. Dave, do me a favor. Can you just turn it off for a second and we'll show the difference? So we're going to get a little bit more contrast. So as you can see, it's very subtle, the difference between the two. Yeah, let's make some eye contact. Nice, nice, nice. And then again, if you turn it on. Sorry, I do it from here, but this phone controller died. It's all the phone's fault. It's nothing to do with the fact that I didn't plug it in to recharge. Oh, no flash. So the fill is subtle, but it's there. But I wanted it kind of dark and dramatic. I tell you what we are going to do, though, Marianne, if you would, while I'm doing this, just focus on Lori. I want to get our one of the brown materials that we used a couple weeks ago and a light stand. And we're going to build out the set a little bit on the fly. No, I need a taller one. Should be one in there. No, it's in fabric storage. Oh, the light stands. No, they're all in there. Okay. So we could just play with this pose. She's brought several different tops along with her, and we can maybe make a change real quick, just to... That's what we need. And the darker of the materials, or maybe even both. If you would be so kind, sir. No, no, we're not. We're going to put it behind the chair, off to the side, and we're going to drape it in fabric. Just bring it right up, like 6, 7 feet tall. No, up in height. That's the skirt. Yeah, behind. Like it's going to be like there's curtains in behind her. I think maybe the burgundy fabric. Or let's try that. That could work. We're just experimenting here. So drape it over the top. We can push the chair forward a bit. You say you never have fun here.
Yeah, we throw you off tables.
But not centered behind her, off to one side, more to you, Dave, right to the corner.
On the couch?
Yeah, like it's curtains draped there. Yeah, even more, Dave, towards you. And then make it nice and swooshy. That's a technical term.
Swooshy.
How many stops of smooshy do you want?
Yeah. I want lots and lots of bends in it. I don't want it straight. I want it all messed up. Like a curtain hangs, like those shears are hanging. I want it as close to that as we can get. Okay, let's try it. So Lori, try that pose again. Come right over to this arm so it's kind of a backdrop for you. And maybe sit forward in the chair a touch. Good, good, good. That light may need to be re-aimed.
Do you want it fanned out a little bit more behind her?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That looks good.
Will stay.
That's all right. We have tape. Now, what I don't like about this, because I'm shooting at such a high ISO, or a high f-stop, I mean, we're getting too much depth of field. So I'm going to try, Dave, before you sit down, kick that light down by half power, would you? Well, even, it's at 5.0 right now. Let's bring it all the way down to 2. What can,
I don't know.
he might be on the screen. Because we broadcast this, goes out to.
Bye, son.
Okay, and maybe hang around by the stool there just in case you need to pop up. And so I'm going to try and bring this way down to 5.6. Much shallower depth of field. And all the way down to 4. Yeah, I don't mind that. But let's pull the pole over more, if you would, while you're there. It's still too centered behind her. And then fluff the material so it drapes more. Now, let's double check that that fill light is actually firing. Seems to be. It may want to go up in power then, because it seems pretty dark here. Sorry, Dave's been up and down like 900 times now.
Okay.
I'm going to get your workout in tonight.
Okay, that's up a bit.
Let's try that. Other than I'm getting the stand, but I can recompose. Nice, nice, nice.
Want to download it? Or?
Yeah. What was that? 3? 2.5?
This one here?
Yeah.
1.6.
Oh, okay. Down a little bit. And then we got to put one other thing down too. That stand and height should come down about 6 inches. It's a game of inches here. Okay, let's try that. Stay there though, just in case. One more time. That's working better. I'd probably crop this in the final production. Lots and lots of folds in the material.
Yeah, but now the thing is showing.
Yeah. I don't think, yeah, okay. You add more texture. Once that's in post-production, we can really bring that texture out. By George, I think we've got it. Now on the studio monitor, the studio monitor is a big screen TV, so it's showing a little contrasty, but on my camera, it's showing just fine. So I kind of like this.
Feel good? You okay with the fill?
Okay, so far, yeah. Now, just pivot or bring your knees up closer to the armrest like that. Good. Now, shrug that one shoulder up a little bit and look as if you're looking out that window at something like that. Ease the chin a little bit. Good, good. Too much turn, come back to me. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Drop your chin a touch. Push your face out a little. Now, just with the eyes, keep your head looking there, but the eyes more to the edge of the TV. Flash didn't go. So you see when I had her move her eyes, I pointed this out before, centers the pupil so it looks more natural. When they actually look, when their eyeballs are looking in the same direction as their head, it can often look pretty odd. Kind of a possessed look. Now I'm thinking, again, pull up in the chair a little bit so you're not quite so far back. All the way, yep. And then turn your body more to the, yeah, your whole body like that. Bring both knees together. Yeah, like that. Okay, good. Oh, nice, like that. Now I'm in my shooting chair because I want to be down at the same height she is, and I'm still feeling like it's too tall. How's the audio tonight, Travis? Can you bring up the chat dialogue? Nothing yet? Okay, all you guys, if you're there, am I talking to an empty room? Okay, Dave, are you ready to shoot? Where'd I wind up? No, I'm at 4 now because we lowered the power way down.
Let's try this. Hopefully it,
Didn't work?
Let me restart. Probably the battery's getting low.
What, the flash didn't go, or?
No, it's just asked me to restart.
Oh,
That's all it is. I like it. Back to me. Let's change your hands. That's great, but we're just going to get you to change your hand poses. Yeah. Yeah.
we've been talking about tethering the Hasselblad. All this time I was worried about finding an adapter from FireWire to Thunderbolt, and finally I looked at the back of the computer and there's a FireWire connection right on it.
Just try and put your hands closer together. Just in gentle
Oh, wasn't looking. Yeah, from Keith, guest 212, aka guest 212. You know, Keith, the next time we meet at a live seminar, I'm just going to call you guest 212. I have shot through, not in a real window. I have set up a light and hung mini blinds and shot through that. If you use too big a light source, then you don't really get the effect you're hoping for, unless the subject is really close to it. I did, back in the days when I had a projector, an old style slide projector, that's focusable. When you can focus the light, it works so much better. So you might have to experiment with what kind of window coverings you're doing and things like that. Okay, he's done. Maybe a quick wardrobe change. We'll try something else. Yeah, try the black. We'll probably do the shirt too towards the end. Okay, so gotta twist the other way, darn it.
Lauren, there's a big piece of
A big piece of stuff hanging out. Trying to be so dainty. Now, of course, with the black, I'm going to be more concerned about texture in the black. And I think we're okay. Let me just check the histogram. We're probably not okay. So I have no option other than to bring up the light. Well, I can bring up the ISO. Let's try that. I want to make sure we have detail in the blacks, which we seem to. Let me just check the camera a little bit more. Keep on pressing the wrong button. Yeah, okay, I think we're good with the black level detail without losing the highlights. Okay. So in shots like this, got into a discussion the other day about facial expression. You know, is this the kind of shot that you want to use big happy smiles like she's at a birthday party having fun? No, this is a moody, contemplative, thinking about life, gazing into the future. Okay. Of course, the flash didn't go. Yeah, I think this goes better with mood. Maybe slide that off the arm a little bit. Bye. Nothing shy about Lori.
she's a professional.
Now, if I was shooting the boudoir, one of the things that I'd be concerned about is the space between the straps. See how the strap is popping out? I'm not going to worry about it tonight, but on a boudoir customer, I'd concern myself with that, and we'd readjust whatever we need to get the strap behaving.
Working on it.
And she's working on it.
I can't reach it, so I can make it. Slowly.
you got it. Much better. I like that pose. But just with your eyes, though, I don't know if you can see the console. Can't. Maybe if I pull it this way a little bit. Actually, this turns. So again, you get what I call freaky eye.
Yep.
So wherever your nose is pointing, you're probably not, your eyes shouldn't be in the same direction. Always bring the eyes back subtly towards the camera, not always into the camera, but if you're looking, if your nose is at the curtains, your eyes will be to the TV kind of thing. Let's try that again now. No, still not quite right. Pick another spot over here somewhere. Yeah, makes a big difference. See how we don't have freaky eye? It's a technical term I invented in the 70s. Of course, I think I was stoned at the time. And sometimes when one of the two flashes don't go, I actually kind of like the lighting. In fact, Dave, let's kill that and let's just do a series of one. So now, because I killed that light, you're going to be in real shadow, so you really got to twist back the other way. I think it's good mood. Now I could just as easily do this with a white reflector instead of a fill light. Yeah, I think I'm actually preferring with the fill light off the way we have things set up right now. I still have detail everywhere. I might be losing detail in the blacks. Let's look at the histogram. Probably am losing some detail in the blacks. So the other answer is change to a different shirt.
Do that.
Yep, we have another shirt.
White?
Yeah. This shirt is huge. Eyes of Lori.
What? This fits perfectly.
So, problems with blacks gone. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just roll those way up, or else you'll look like you have no hands.
Who has hands?
Turn your head more to the light, yep. Eyes back like we did before, no freaky eyes. See, to me, that's a really contemplative kind of shot. Now, subtle little things, I'll tell you, that real customers do that models won't. Go back to this pose. Only instead of your wrist being broken in like that, turn it out like that, which is wrong. I just want to illustrate why it's wrong. It looks like her wrist is broken to begin with, and it shows the bright part of the hand which competes for attention with the face.
This will do it better.
Yeah. So, breaking the wrist back, try that same pose, but break the wrist, yeah, like that. So much better. It's a subtle little thing, but for some reason, real people will get this wrong every single time, 100% of the time. So we have to give them wrist instructions on every shoot. Real people. Yeah, Lori's not real people. She's a mermaid. Yeah, actually she is. Like that a lot. Now, are you up to trying one without the bra but still covered up?
Cute. It makes boobs look so good.
Oh, I see.
2 seconds. Hi, my boobs. Let me see.
Okay, yeah, just keep covered up and then, so we got a little bit of cleavage happening. Working on it. Yeah, like that. That's good. You rotate your shoulders a little bit to the, yeah, like that. A little bit more turn of your head, your face into the light, but your eyes back to the non-freaky eye position. No flash. I think there's nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, this is a simple pose. It's not that we're doing a whole models portfolio. This is all we're doing tonight. So we're just taking a lot of pictures in the hope of getting 1 or 2 killer pictures out of it, which I'll, of course, post to the Photography Schoolhouse group, hopefully tomorrow, if I get caught up on my retouching. I'm being coached from behind the camera. I was complaining today, we've had a couple of really big customers, boudoirs, in the past week or so. And I'll tell you, it just hurts you in the old retouching department. At least doubles the time that I spend on retouching. And it always invites the question of how far do you go? How far do you go? Just where do you, reality of the picture. If they're a big girl, they're a big girl. Is there a question dialogue? Oh, there it is.
Carefully.
Maneuver this.
Oh, that's good. Back with the non-freaky eye.
Yeah.
Am I doing a class in Arizona this spring? I keep on hoping that we're going to do that.
Just say yes and make it so.
Right.
Just try and.
Lori had makeup and hair tonight, but it was done by a makeup artist, Allie, who I have repetitively asked to be on one of our broadcasts, and no luck yet. Lori is fun. Yes, she is. She's one of our best models to work with. Got a great personality. Makes the shoot go so well. I'm saying this in lieu of payment.
You just ruined that last shot.
Okay. Now, actually, Keith, aka Guest 212, has come up with an idea that we're going to try. So he's saying, you're saying fill light only? We could try that. Let's try, Dave, if you would kill the main light.
Can I put the roof back on?
Yeah, sure. No, it's okay.
It's whatever you prefer. I'm here for you. You didn't have Lori. Okay. As I drop everything. Grab a fabric. With or without a shirt.
With the shirt, I think.
Same setting or?
What Keith is saying, angle it more towards the backdrop.
Okay.
See what we're getting. It's probably going to be too dark. Yep.
A duck face.
Okay, so this is fill light only. I'm shooting at f4, 200 ISO. And yeah, let's try that. What's Keith saying on maybe something move back a little? Fill light only and maybe move back a little. Okay, let's try it. Keith's driving the show now.
Okay, good.
Move back. Not just aim back. Shove the stand back a little. Should create more contrasty lighting. Still works. Maybe feather it towards the backdrop just a touch. Is that dragon new? Is that a dragon? What is that?
It's a mermaid.
It's a mermaid with red hair.
Yes.
Yep. Two-tone nails. Three-tone nails. So, histogram says it's all right. Have Lori face more toward, that's going to put her face in shadow, but we'll try it. Keith gets to drive for a while.
Okay.
So if you're looking towards where the main light was, do you mean the old main light, the one we turned off, or the what is the main light now? Let's try it. So if you're looking that way, we should get nothing but shadow, which we do. So if you're looking back to what is now the main light, like so. What I like about this lighting right now is while it's moody and dark, we still have detail in the shadowy side of her face, in the shadowy side of her neck, down the cleavage and whatnot. There's still detail that's recoverable. Now, if we push that light further towards the backdrop again, So it's more of an angle. It should give us darker shadows, but let's just see what it looks like. So the shadows are darker. Now this is another little rule in composition. Lori's face more back towards the main light. Okay, can I see the image track? Okay, if you shrink that window, I could see the question dialogue at the same time. There we go. Oh, that doesn't work. That does. Okay, well, let's keep playing with this. What happens? Two things are going to happen. The more that light comes at an acute angle to the subject, the more trouble you're going to have with skin texture. Now, Lori's got perfect skin, but customers don't. They come in with all kinds of problems. Acne scars from 20 years ago, stretch marks, you name it, they come in with it. And you're going to accent each and every one of those. But while we have a perfect model, we'll keep going with this. So let's keep it going. Push it further back and angle it back. So it's kind of almost backlighting for her. Yeah, angle it back this way though. Doot, 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 doot. Yep. Let's see what that does. Okay, that was the camera battery. Probably going to lose our tether now. Just got to reboot the tether. First shoot with a new tan. Okay, well, they're not jet black, in my opinion, because that light is actually hitting the curtains, the sheer curtains that we had on the other side of the room, which I believe is creating a little bit of fill on its own. So let's bring the light back up this way. Yep. And then back towards Lori. And that should wrap around. Now remember, that's a pretty small softbox on the fill light. So we're not getting the wraparound lighting that we'd normally get. So we really need to keep her faced into the light. Even though you can't see it. Nice, nice, nice. If you want to grab, I'll untether. No, but I'm not talking. Still green. We got to talk to the microphone company. Is that the 120 lens, Dave?
Yes.
It is the 120 lens.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Now I'm cozy.
Yeah, she doesn't want to move now.
All right, so I'm gonna put in the light a little bit more. See where just for this one, I'm just gonna get you to, yeah, just a little bit across. Let's try it again. We're back where you were, the legs. Okay, just okay,
And false.
You get a cramp
And my
in the toe? All right. Okay, I think we're going to wrap this up then. That was pretty much what we wanted to do for tonight. So, is there a camera that sees me? Okay. So, thank you, Lori, for all of that, and thank you all for coming. This is creative camera number 1. The one we did 2 weeks ago, we're going to redo some point in the future. I'm going to make some alterations to it. So, because it was a good shoot, other than the just the audio issues. So, stay tuned to your email, keep watching, and we'll see you next time.